Hey guys, today I'm filming my monthly makeup basket for May. This is going to be my last month using my spring makeup products, which is really sad and feels like it has gone by super fast, but I am really excited to use the last of my spring makeup products. So start with nail polishes. I have two from Wet n Wild that were limited edition for my summer collection a couple years ago, and I was originally using these in the summer, but I feel like these colors fit better with the spring for my personal preference. The first one I have is the Wet n Wild Wild Shine in the shade Ferris Wheel Romance, which is a beautiful peach shade, opaque in 2 coats I believe, and the Wild Shine collection is I think like 97 cents, so $1 for these polishes. And the other one I have is Chambray Showers, which is a beautiful cornflower blue, also opaque in 2 coats. These are some Holy Grail polishes. I'm so sad that they were limited edition and they were only $1 each, but the formula is incredible, so I will be using both of those this month. My next polish I'm really excited about because I haven't used this one yet. It is newer to me, and this is the Formula X in the shade Legendary. The Formula X line is being discontinued, so make sure you go to your Sephora and Sephora inside JCPenney's to get these on sale. They should be about $5, and then once they go away, you're probably going to see them popping up at TJ Maxx and Marshalls and maybe even Big Lots, so we'll see. But as I said, this is the shade Legendary. This looks so bright and beautiful. And then I have 2 purple polishes. Similar to last month, I actually have an Essie versus a Berry M, and I'm seeing which one of these that I prefer color and formula wise. So for Essie, I have Essie's Playdate, which is a really pretty orchid purple color. A lot of people love it, but I don't know if this is my favorite tone of purple on my skin tone. And then I have the Berry M Jelly Polish in the shade Prickly Pear, which is a lavender lilac color. I do like this formula okay, it just depends. I am wearing another one of the Berry M Jelly Polishes today, so we will see which one of these I prefer, but I will try them both out this month. Moving on to brows, as you guys know, I do have 2 different brow routines, one that I wear on my filming days and one on the days when I go to school and to my internship. So for my filming days, I will be using the Milani Stay Put Brow Color in the shade number 2, Natural Taupe. I am using this in my brows today, and I have used up that Wet n Wild brow gel, so what I'm using to set that in place is my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And then for my second brow routine, I start off with my NYX Eyebrow Shaper Wax Pencil, of course, and then I've just been filling in my brows with the Benefit Goof Proof Eyebrow Pencil in the shade number 2. I love the formula, and this has actually been lasting me a really long time. And in the past couple months, I have been using MAC's Omega as my eyebrow powder, which I do love, but this is a bit more cool tone, and I've decided that I want to choose something more warm tone, so I'm going to go back to using my Lorac Take a Brow Kit in the shade Blonde. This has been discontinued, but you can still get it on the Lorac website. I think they're on sale for 50% off, which is $11. And this is what it looks like. I just used the lightest shade. I might end up buying another one of these, even though I haven't even hit pan, just as a backup because I love the formula and the color so much. And then to set my brows in place, again, I'll be using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And before I get into the rest of my makeup products, I did want to mention that these are products that I plan on using for now, but very soon I will be starting a new Project Pan video where I might then begin working on different products. So I did want to let you guys know that. So moving on to complexion products for primer, I just today finished using up a bunch of little primer foil packet samples I was working on. So all over, I'll probably use the Lorac Perfection Mattifying Face Primer. And for my pores and my forehead wrinkles, I will be using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer. I feel like I'm almost done with this, but I hope it will hang on a little bit longer. For foundation, both on filming days and on my school and internship days, I've been using a combination of the Hard Candy Glamoflague foundations in the shade Fair and Porcelain to help get my perfect match. For concealers, I'm still using 3 to correct some redness on my cheeks, and also as an under eye corrector, I'm using the Lorac Perfection Concealer in the shade P2 Light. And I have actually remembered to use this on my cheeks a couple times this month, which is great, so I'm getting more use out of it. Then to conceal under my eyes and highlight the center of my face, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair. And of course, for my blemishes, I will be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC15. Knock on wood, I've been very fortunate to not have very many blemishes recently. To set my under eyes, I'll be using the Wet n Wild Fergie Mattifying Take on the Day powder. To set my face on days when I'm going to school into my practicum site, I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in 100 translucent. And on the days when I'm just filming, I will set my face with the RCMA No Color powder. Next, moving on to my cheek products. For bronzer, I will be using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. To contour, I'll be using my Sleek's Contour Kit in Light. I wasn't sure if I would like this for spring because it is pretty warm tone, but I've actually really been enjoying it, and I think it works well with this bronzer and with my other blushes, so I'm kind of surprised, but I have been loving it this spring. I still have my ColourPop bronzers in here, and I still haven't used them one time. I need to make a decision whether I'm going to use these or get rid of them. I don't really like the formula. It's not easy to work with. And then for my highlighter, I'm still using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in the shade Pearl, which is a shimmery white shade. For blush this month, I only have 4, and I do have a decent variety of color. I have 2 Clinique Cheek Pop blushes in the shade Peach Pop and Rosy Pop. Peach Pop is a holy grail shade for me. Rosy Pop I think I may have used once or twice, so I want to use these this month, see what I think about this, and just get some more use out of one of my favorites. And then I have both of the Milani Matte Baked Blushes. I wish they would release more shades in this matte finish. I think that these are absolutely incredible. And a couple years ago, I want to say, was it 2014? I can't remember, but a couple years ago, I did do 2 different Chit Chat Get Ready With Me's using these blushes, and I still love those makeup looks today, and I plan on using them this month. So if you are unfamiliar with these shades, it would be Delicioso Pink, which is a matte, bright blue tone pink, and also Bella Rosa, which is a pinky red color. I know I'm fair, but I can definitely get away with using this if I use the right amount of product and the right brush, but I love these so much, and I'm really excited to use them this month. Moving on to eyes. For primer, I'll be using my Jessie's Girl eyeshadow primer, and as you guys know, for the spring season, what I have been doing is I have 2 staple neutral eye looks, one shimmery, one matte, and then I am adding in some other colorful eyeshadows, and this month is going to be a single shadows of the month instead of a palette. So for my go-to shimmery neutral eye look, I am using the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Barely Beige as a base on my lid. And then I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells Trio. Look how much pan there is on here. That's so exciting. So I use the lid shade and the crease color from this palette. And for my transition color, I've moved on to Matte Singh from theBalm Meet Matte Nude palette. And since we're already here, my all matte neutral eye look is completely using the theBalm Meet Matte Nude palette. I will use Matte Malloy on my lid and also as a brow bone highlight, Matte Singh as my transition color, and Matte Rosen as my crease color. So for my colorful eyeshadows of this month, I am going to just be using MAC. I have my MAC palette, and I also have 3 MAC pigments that I've had for a really long time and I haven't really used, and I want to play with it and create some looks. So if you guys have not seen, I do have an entire video of what's in my MAC palettes for my eyeshadow palette as well as my cheek palette. I'll have that linked up here in case you're interested in the other shades I have. But for this month, I'm going to be using these 4 shades right here. We have Stars and Rockets, which is a Volux Pearl finish. Shimmer Moss, which is a Volux Pearl finish. This shade has been discontinued. Then we have Expensive Pink, which is a Volux Pearl finish. This is very similar to Makeup Geek Cosmopolitan. And then we have MAC Free to Be, which is a matte finish. This was a pro color, but I'm not sure if it's still available. So I will be using all 4 of those. And then I do have 3 MAC pigment samples I ordered online a long time ago. The first shade here is True Chartreuse, which is a chartreuse green. I will definitely be challenging myself to use this, so please let me know if you have any ideas of what shadows I can pair with that. I want to try to do that on my lid. And then the other shade I have is Teal, which is a absolutely stunning color I know I will love to wear. I always gravitate towards these kind of shades. And then I also have the infamous Rose pigment, which is really popular, and this should be no trouble coming up with a look for this. But I would love to know your thoughts on what shadows I can use along with these. I do plan on using all these pigments on my lid, so I'm excited to play with some pigments. I don't use that kind of eyeshadow very often. So for eyeliner and mascara, I'm using the Kat Von D ink liner, which is their waterproof felt tip liner. I'm really enjoying this formula so far. And then I have moved on to a couple new mascaras. I have so many of these that I've received, my friends have sent me, because these are some of my holy grail high-end mascaras. I wanted to go ahead and start using some of these instead of just hoarding them. So I have the Urban Decay Perversion mascara as well as the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So I'm really excited to use these again this month, and I've never used them together, so we'll see how that works. And then I do have my ColourPop cream gel liners in the shade Zulu and Prance. I love these colors, and who knows, I might be able to incorporate them with some of these other looks. And lastly, I have my lip products. I do have 5 products for this month, 2 traditional lipsticks and 3 lip glosses. My first lipstick is the MAC Sheen Supreme Lipstick in Asian Flower. This has been discontinued, but it is my all-time favorite purple shade, and I love this formula so much. And this first swatch here is MAC Asian Flower. So you can see it's actually a really pretty wearable purple color, and it does have a lot of pink to it. Next is another holy grail lipstick of mine. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in Primrose. I've actually used this up and repurchased it. It is a really pretty wearable blue tone pink on me. It doesn't pull too intensely blue tone. And that second swatch there is Revlon's Primrose. And then moving on to the glosses, the first one I have is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss in Dusty Lilac. This is also a really pink tone purple. The Anastasia lip glosses are fully opaque. They really are not like a regular gloss. And that third swatch is Anastasia Dusty Lilac. I also have my Anastasia lip gloss in Peony, which is a really pretty blue tone pink. And the fourth swatch there is Anastasia Peony. My last gloss is what I'm wearing on my lips today. This is one of the newest glosses in my collection. It is the Buxom Full On Lip Cream in the shade Creamsicle. I am wearing it on its own. And that bottom swatch there is Buxom Creamsicle. So guys, that was my monthly makeup basket for May. I would love to know your thoughts if you've tried these products, and I would love to know what products you plan on using this month. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.